It is 2:13 in the morning, and Maya is awake again. Her phone is face down on the bed, but she already knows what she'll do. She'll turn it over, refresh her inbox, and look for the message that still hasn't come. The job interview was 3 days ago. No answer yet. Nothing has actually happened. She has not been rejected. She has not lost anything concrete. And still, her chest is tight, her jaw is tense, and her whole night has been handed over to a possibility. That is the feeling this video is about. Not just wanting something, not even pain itself, but the way the mind grabs an outcome and quietly says, I need this to go my way. I need this to confirm who I am. I need this to stay. In Buddhist teaching, suffering deepens not only because life changes, but because the mind clings to what cannot be held forever. When people say, Buddhism says attachment causes suffering, that is close, but a little too simple. In the Buddha's first sermon, the problem is named as craving, the restless thirst that keeps reaching, chasing, and leaning on experience for lasting satisfaction. A related idea is clinging, often translated as grasping or attachment. So the point is not, own nothing. The point is deeper. The mind tries to build permanence out of changing things, and then feels wounded when reality refuses. Think about what attachment promises. It promises that a person will stay exactly as you need them to stay. That success will secure your identity. That praise will quiet your insecurity. That youth, beauty, health, status, or control can be made reliable if you just hold tightly enough. But the tighter the grip, the more fragile your peace becomes. That is why attachment hurts before anything is even lost. Maya suffers before the email arrives, because she is no longer simply waiting. She is wrapped around an imagined future. Her mind has made one result feel like safety, and every other result feel like collapse. Pain may come from life, but a surprising amount of suffering comes from the sentence we add on top of life. This must not change. This is where the idea is often misunderstood. Non-attachment does not mean becoming cold. It does not mean you stop loving people, stop enjoying beauty, or stop caring whether anything happens. It means freedom from compulsive dependence, not inability to feel. You can love someone without turning them into your emotional oxygen. You can work hard without making one outcome the judge of your worth. You can enjoy a good season without demanding that it last forever. Clinging says, stay the way I need you to stay. Care says, I value this even though I cannot control it. Clinging says, if this leaves me, I disappear. Wisdom says, this matters, but it is not all of me. That is a very different kind of love, softer, stronger, less afraid. Now bring this out of the monastery and into ordinary life. You want the promotion, fair enough. You want your partner to text back. You want your child to be safe. You want your work to matter. None of that is strange. The suffering begins when healthy preference hardens into identity. If I do not get promoted, I am a failure. If they are upset with me, I am unlovable. If my plan changes, my whole week is ruined. If people stop admiring me, I become nothing. This is why attachment in modern life often hides inside respectable words: ambition, standards, loyalty, productivity, even self-improvement. Sometimes what we cling to is not a thing but an image, the reliable one, the successful one, the enlightened one, the one who is always chosen. And whenever reality cracks that image, we experience more than disappointment. We experience a threat to self. That is why small events can hurt so much. They land on a part of us that was never just hoping, it was holding on for dear life. So what do you do with this? Try one small practice. The next time you feel yourself tightening around a person, result, or fear, listen for the hidden word must. They must answer. This meeting must go well. I must not look foolish. My life must follow this plan. Then ask one gentle question. What am I asking this situation to give me permanently? Security, status, love, control, a solid self. Do not shame the desire, just see the grip. Because once you can feel the grip, you can soften it. You can still care, still prepare, still love, still show up fully, but with a more open hand. That is the heart of the lesson. Buddhism is not asking you to feel less, it is asking you to cling less. And often, what creates suffering is not simply that life changes, it is that we keep trying to hold change still.